Alright guys, so we finally have some news about Nanami. Bro, it's been like probably 2 weeks since we got anything on Global, so finally we have some crumbs of new content, right? So you can see here Nanami and Hybrid, but if ever please, Black Flash levels for content, and let's go. Okay, so we have the new bi-weekly update. It's been so long, bro. Like last 2 weeks of Phantom Parade, I can't lie, have been probably the deadest the game has ever been, and I pray that the sync is still incoming, because if they were syncing, you'd think they'd be spamming out content, but they took a fat break, and I don't know why. But let's see what we got here, right? So we have a few banners first, right? We have my boy Nanami, hidden inventory Nanami, whatever you want to call it. He comes out on September 5th, right? And that is Friday. So after maintenance, he'll be out for 20 days. So you have a good chance to get him. My boy's insane. We'll go through him in a second, but such a good character. Slot 3, red DPS or support, whatever, right? And he's limited, so you do want to get him if you can. I'll probably have like 20k for him, so that's going to be really fun. I'll do it on stream, so make sure you guys tune in for that this Friday, the Nanami stream. But also, we have a week later, my boy Sukuna Rerun, alright? So if you don't have Sukuna, this is your chance to get him. He'll be out for a good, just under 2 weeks, so you'll have a chance. Would I recommend it? Yes, bro. He's still the best blue character, probably by a mile, if we're being honest. He's just that good. Bro can type neutral, type disadvantage content. He's just like the GOAT, bro. Nothing else to say. I love this guy, bro. And also we have this blue My Rerun. Don't touch, bro. Please do not touch this banner. Not needed at all. She's a good character. Don't get me wrong. She's a good, strong, taijutsu blue character, but you don't need her, right? Just go for Sukuna and you're good. And if you have Sukuna, save your cubes. I'm sure Annie will have some kind of blue character. If it doesn't, probably a bit after, right? So that's all for the banners. We have also some events, right? So we have them two up there. Then we have the story event, right? So we'll get probably around 3k cubes here roughly, so that will be pretty good. Still with no sign of Eno though, so I'd assume he'd be right after this. To be honest, but they full just skipped my boy Eno, which is kind of sad, but I guess he wasn't going to make the money the same way Nanami and Sukuna were, so I can see why they skipped it, but eventually it will come, right? But anyway, this is going to be a story event, 3k cubes roughly, plus a free summon, so that'll be very nice. Here's what we have, a free 3k cube gift, which is very nice. That will be on the Nanami release, and so will this be. And over here we have another map event. This was just on JP, but this is going to be on a week after Nanami with Sukuna. I assume you get a Sukuna summon there, but that's not going to be another 3k-ish cubes. So we're going to have 9k to get here, which is not bad, I guess, alongside probably some more tower and all that. But also, I'd assume we're going to get the update this week, where we're going to have the event reruns and all that stuff. So I pray we get that. I'd assume we would, but we got to wait and see, right? I'm not too sure. It did come out with Nanami, so, or in that kind of time, so I'd assume we would get it. If so, that would be another 9k free cubes, so we're looking pretty good right now. But for Nanami, right, this dude's insane. I'm sure you guys already know what he does, but in short, his skill 1 does damage, increases his own crit rate. Crit rate equals more curse energy and all that, right? I'll get to that in a second, but you can pop skill 2 as well, which is damage, and then increase all red allies damage dealt by 50% for 4 turns. Insane, right? Absolutely mental, that skill. And then if you thought that was good, skill 3 does increase own damage dealt, does damage, and then increase all allies damage dealt, the red obviously, by 90%, which is insane. And then also damage, and also increase enemies break damage received by 30%, which is very nice, right? And then for his ult, he's gonna have damage, increase damage dealt, and then increase the enemy's red damage received by 20%. So obviously they'll take 20% more damage from red characters, and then also an extra 50 just in case you thought the other two weren't enough already. So he's insane, right? And then in his passive here, he gets obviously stats on turn 6. The poor thing's a harassed student. Every time he crits, he'll get a 5% stack for Jujutsu and Taijutsu. And then he'll also recover his curse energy by 5 per crit, right? So this dude is going to crit pretty often with his skills, especially if you pop skill 1. And if you do that, pretty much free curse energy, free skills, right? So he's crazy. Slot 3, pop him there, pop like Yuta. Slot 4, Toji, or I assume someone new for Red will come out on Annie, aka Megami Maharaga, but that's the unit, right? He's just that crazy, and he's coming out this week. Your boy is gonna pull him. I know I will pull him. Mark me my words right now. But that's all from me, boys. If you guys enjoy, be sure to black flash like on some content. I apologize again for the kind of like weird uploads. It's been kind of dead, the game right now. I'm gonna try working on other games probably just to, you know, keep the content coming. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, right? But that's all from me. I'll see you boys later. Road to 1K. Please run up that sub button. And I'll see you guys later. Peace!